I'm Mike Sullivan. Okay, it must be the time of year. Everyone is really into their golf game and they've been working on their swings and thinking a lot about their swing. And they get tight. And then instead of hitting the ball over here, it starts to creep a little more over here, maybe. And once you hit it in here, once you catch the hosel and hit the lateral.
Little chili dipper there.
The Canadian fade.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching. That ain't no chili dipper. Looks like we got El Josel. The laterals. You know the S word?
The shank. You don't know what to do. Well, it's mystical, it's mysterious, it's hard to figure out, but I'm going to try to help you coming up next.
Who hit that shot? Yeah, who hit that? I'm catching on the hosel, right? Yeah, right. Moving my head. Yeah. I'm laying it off. Love that too. I'm pronating. When you're not supinating. I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
All right, let's quit hitting the hosel. So this is a super common thing that we see, and what's really tough about it is you can strike the hosel of the club with the club going out to in this way, and the neck of the club hits the ball before the club face gets there. Or what we're going to talk about today is you can get that hosel hitting the club because the club moves out towards the ball. All right? So look at it this way, and this is what we do to help people get over, I hate to even say the word, the shanks. All right? We want to relax. So today we're out here on the little pitch and putt golf course. The dog is sitting right there just out of view, calmly resting, looking at birds and squirrels. So it's really, really relaxing. The birds are chirping and all that stuff. Okay, so I'll ask students to start off with a sand wedge, and I'll ask them to basically make their putting stroke with their sand wedge. And you can see when I ask people to do this, my hands, they're right underneath my shoulders, and they pretty much stay underneath my shoulders. I ask them to do that because the reason that a lot of the people are shanking is that instead of taking the club back with their hands staying under their shoulders, they're taking the club back. Their first move is like this. And when they make that first move, you can see that my club head is really, really low back behind me, and the butt end of the club is pointing way out on top of the ball, outside of the ball. Well, to get back to the ball, especially golfers who have a pretty good idea of their swing path, what they should be doing, to get back to the ball, a lot of golfers will then throw their hands out towards the ball. Their weight also goes out towards the ball, and it makes it really, really easy to catch the ball on the hosel of the club over here. Okay, so the first thing we'll have them do is hands underneath the shoulders and basically putt it. And I don't want to go through all my golf balls that I brought here, but I'll actually have them hit range balls like that for 5 or 10 minutes, just putting with their wedge. And then we'll ask them to make a bigger swing and get started the same way. Okay, that's right in the center of the club face. Okay, in the butt end of the club, usually there's a hole there. I don't have a hole because I have this Arcos tracking system on there. Take a tee and stick it in the hole. So put a tee right in the butt end of your club like that. Okay? And practice making your backswing, keeping that tee pointing at you as long as possible. So this is our takeaway, our backswing, not that. If we can just get our hands started underneath our shoulders coming back, we're going to have it's going to be a lot easier for us to drop them down and be able to make contact on the center of the club face and not get that club coming out this way. Okay? So really, it's in a lot of cases, this is a swing plane thing. Now, the shanks, they pop up and they disappear kind of magically because a lot of it also, I believe, is tension related. So once you start thinking about it, boom, it becomes a problem. And just, demonstrating 1 or 2 shots, I'm standing over the ball thinking, hit the club face. You know, because once you start thinking about them, they're tough. Okay, so try that. Put a tee in the butt end of the club, and get a feel for the butt end of the club pointing at you all the way through that backswing. Let me hit one more here. Okay, let's see if we hit it next to the target. Well, that looks pretty good. You know, one other thing I'll just point out, and one thing I try to think of, I tend to struggle a little bit with getting the club back behind me a little bit too much, a little bit too flat. So I try to feel, especially on iron shots, when I'm practicing, I try to feel like that club shaft is more upright in my backswing as opposed to getting a little flat. If it gets a little flat, those hands come out, that hosel comes into play, and golf isn't so much fun. I hope that helps. We'll see you next time.